I think we're live. We live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, a real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful February 6th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and it looks like we're by ourselves today. Yeah, we are. So you're just dealing with me, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great day. We have a lot to get to, but before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way your questions answered. So, yeah, we already got a super chat. Jerry the American for 2. Did you hear about the Freedom Toons Saber Spark drama? No, I didn't. I've heard nothing about it. But yeah, so, also we have a super chat goal like usual. So, 20 super chats or whatever. I don't know, YouTube just says set a goal for stream. So, yeah. Alright, a glitched Eevee for 2. Oh gosh. That's gonna haunt me forever, isn't it? Thanks to super chats. Make Israel great again. Thanks. All right. So, we have a lot to talk about today. Let's see. Magic Tyrone was hired by ICE. Well, I mean, technically he can, I believe he can arrest people now. I believe Trump gave the order that, people in the National Guard can actually do it. So, I could be wrong, but I thought that was the case. So, anyways. You watch a New Jersey governor debate? No, I didn't. Alright, chat will always remember. Yeah, whatever. But alright, so let's talk about it. So, Trump just, he had posted this a little bit ago, and he's clarifying the, what he said about Gaza a couple days ago. Now, for those that live under a rock, there's a big controversy surrounding Gaza now, because, Trump basically said that, you know, the United States would take it over, and that would be the plan. And people are concerned that meant that we would have boots on the ground and then, you know, oh, there'd be another war there or something. But he clarified today what he actually meant, and I believe Caroline Levitt also, she clarified during a press conference yesterday. SOVN for 27, bro thinks he's Vosh with the donation goal, tisk. No, it just, YouTube is a random thing now. I don't know why they do that. It just says set a goal, I'm like, okay, 20, or whatever. So, but thanks to the super chat. But yeah, so this is what Trump said. Let's read over it. The Gaza Strip will be turned over to the United States by Israel at the conclusion of the fighting, which, by the way, like John said, this is not a conspiracy. This is not what Israel wanted, by the way. They did not want the United States to take it over and get the Gaza Strip. They wanted all of it. But Trump was able to get it, it sounds like. The Palestinians, people like Chuck Schumer. Really? Did he just say that? The Palestinians, people like Chuck Schumer. Oh, it's beautiful. That is freaking beautiful. I love it. Would have already been resettled in far safer and more beautiful communities with new and modern homes in the region. Now, that's kind of the thing that's pissing a lot of people off. They're saying this is ethnic cleansing, and this is going to be like a genocide or whatever. But I'm going to say this about what Trump is saying here. I think this is the right move. Listen, if anyone could give me a valid solution to what we could do here, like, the Gaza Strip right now, it's a parking lot. Let's be honest. It's all destroyed. It's all rubble. It's a parking lot at this point. It got the shit bombed out of it. So, what do you do with it? Like, the people that are living there, they got to move anyways. They can't just live there right now. And like Trump said, they could go to other parts of the region. Like, it doesn't have to be like, you know, Egypt or even like Saudi Arabia. It could even be like maybe Lebanon or even parts of Palestine. But it's like, I don't get why people are not understanding that the Gaza Strip's blown up at this point. It's gone. And it's up to the Arab world to do their damn jobs. I mean, if they're so worried about these people, why the hell is Jordan, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia? Why the hell are they not dealing with this now? Well, why are they playing games with it? It's like, guys, these are your people that you support. Deal with them. It's not up to the United States. Deal with them now, or it's up to Israel, and you're probably not gonna like what's gonna happen. So they would actually have a chance to be happy, safe, and free. The United States, working with great development teams from all over the world, would slowly and carefully begin the construction of what would become one of the greatest and most spectacular developments of its kind on Earth. No soldiers by the U.S. would be needed. Stability for the region would reign. So basically what Trump is saying here is, we're not fucking being involved with this. Except, okay, we would be involved, but it's not with troops. We're not putting a damn soldier here. Not one. It's up to Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon. It's up to them to figure this out. We're just going to make sure they actually develop the area. So in 20 years, the same thing doesn't happen where, yeah, there's another war between Palestine and Israel. That's the truth in it. That's what needs to happen. All right, let me read chat a little bit. Egypt doesn't want, well, okay, listen. I know people are going to say, you know, oh, they don't want them for a specific reason, but just take them. Like, just take these people already. If you're not going to, what was the point? What's the point? Like, I don't know. Let's see. Rap, we're sending you to Gaza. How about no? No way. 90% progressives even know what Palestine was. Yeah, that's a funny thing. It's like, before October 2023, no one knew what Palestine was. Except, like, the most terminally online people. Now everyone knows. It's like Ukraine. No one knew. I mean, half these people still don't know where Ukraine is. They probably think it's, like, the Middle East or whatever. But, oh, John's in chat. Egypt and Jordan don't want to solve the problem. That is exactly why Trump has to say radical things. Well, yeah, that's part of it. It's like, wait a minute. They don't want to deal with it. So what else can we do? Chat, I'm being honest. I cannot think of anything else to do here. Because the other alternatives is do the same thing we've been doing for 30 plus years, and which basically means in 10 more years there'll be another war. So, K-Comfort 2, it's almost like Trump wants global accountability. Exactly. He just wants the Arab world to do their damn job. They've been asleep at the wheel for too long. It's like, guys, do your freaking job, and everyone's happy. Besides Netanyahu, who will be the Trump allies in the Middle East? I mean, I guess Saudi Arabia, kind of. People would always post a black screen on their Instagram about Gaza years ago. Are you serious? Let's see. Hey, Rap, do you think that college protests will start again with Trump's Gaza plan? They might, but I don't know. It depends how, well, they're going to protest no matter what, but I think it comes down to how this is done. Like, if we actually get Saudi Arabia to do their freaking jobs, I don't think anyone would care that much. Okay, your explanation makes sense, forcing Arab nations to play their hand. Well, that's what the point is. It's not to put troops there. Trump does not want that. And which, again, this debunks any idea that this is an Israeli conspiracy. Israel does not want to give up the Gaza Strip. They don't. They want all of it. They don't want this to happen. So, this is an L for them. And Trump is saying, okay, listen up. Do your freaking job right now. We're not going to piss around anymore. No more crap of, oh, we'll deal with it in 20 years. Because that same philosophy is a reason tens of thousands of people have died every single year. American Nerd for 5, Rap, could the Palestinians in Gaza just move to the West Bank, at least until infrastructure rebuilt in the region? That might be the solution. You know, like, don't kick them out to, like, Saudi Arabia if you don't want to, but, like, maybe the West Bank, maybe? That might be the answer. Like the West Bank, maybe Lebanon. I don't know. Be interesting. Trump, Arab world, clean your room. It's been messy for too long. Arabs, no, I don't want it. Trump, all right, no PlayStation for a week. Arabs, I'll clean my room. Yeah. All right. Prince Ryder for 5, just had surgery, so won't be around for a bit. But wanted to say, hope everyone is enjoying Trump 2.0. Democrats also delayed Patel's confirmation, by the way. I saw that. It's like I don't know how they did it. It's like a procedural thing, and that's how they delayed it. So, but yeah. Hopefully, Prince Ryder, hope your surgery went well. So, all right. I'm not a fan of being in that region in general, but if we are going to be, let's find a solution so we never have to go back there. Exactly. That's the whole thing Trump is trying to do. Make sure we never have to go back to this region. All right, that's what Trump is really doing here. It's not about, oh, it's a conspiracy. No, he does not want to send any more troops over here to die for some pointless war. So that's what Trump is doing here, which is smart. But again, it's like you ask these people, okay, give a valid solution. I mean, there's really one of two things you can do. The same crap we've been doing for decades now, which is going to cause another war, or, I mean, actually, I don't know anything else. So, Chris Creative for 10. Serious question. How are we even going to deport 5 million illegals with only about 15,000 so far? No Arab nations want Gazans. They cause trouble wherever they go. Try to delete Jordan's King. So, are you talking about the illegal migrants here? So this is the concern I'm seeing from people, and I understand it. For those that live under a rock, the recent updates for the deportations have been kind of mixed. Actually, I'm just going to say it's bad. But, okay, again, this may sound like trust a plan a little bit, but this is what I've heard. And I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but what the Trump administration's focused on the past couple of weeks, it's the worst of the worst. It's like the bottom 1% of migrants, like the very bad people, like the actual criminals. That's what they're focused on right now, all right? They're trying to get rid of the very bad people that they know it's going to be a tough time. And they're starting to really get rid of them. I mean, just look it up. They've arrested like a couple thousand right now. And these are like the scum of the earth. These are really bad people. They're going to Guantanamo Bay. They're going to El Salvador, Guatemala, even. It's like, yeah, that's where they're going. But the idea Trump's administration is doing is then we start mass deportations for everyone else. All right, we start the really bad people, and then we go from there. People that have some kind of, sketchy record, we go after them also. And then the main idea, after all of this, is self-deportation, which people thought was crazy. It's working. There are a bunch of illegal migrants that have left without being deported. That's what people are not mentioning. Which is weird, by the way. It's like, wait a minute. No one is mentioning the fact that I guarantee you there's been like a couple thousand at least, maybe even way more, that have already self-deported. They got the hell out of here because they realized, oh crap, if we get deported, we can never come back. So that's why they're gone. That's what's actually happening. So, again, it's very early to tell, but there's been some anecdotal evidence to suggest that, yeah, it's working. I mean, there's a bunch of businesses that have now admitted that, oh yeah, for the past 20 years, we've been operating using illegal immigrants, but they're all gone. It's like, wait, what? Where do they go? It's as if they got the hell out of here. That's what Trump's administration is doing. I mean, it's happening in New York, Chicago, LA. So, count self-deportations over 100,000. If you watch videos of people leaving, that is very clear. That's a thing. That's a real thing. Now, is it millions? I don't know. I think it might be 100,000. It's probably 100. If you include the people that self-deported, maybe it could be. I don't know. But I'm very intrigued if they actually got metrics on that yet. So, all right. Millions haven't already left it yet. Yeah, it's not millions. It's probably like 100,000, maybe a couple 100,000, maybe. Again, that's like best case scenario. But that's kind of the point. That's how you get rid of these people without spending too much money. You deal with the real bad ones first, set a message, and then say, oh yeah, if you stay here, you're gonna Gitmo. You're gonna Gitmo or deal with El Salvador. Good luck. That's why they're gonna self-deport now. So, the people who are self-deported should still never be allowed in this country. That's what they're doing though. But it's like, these people, if they get deported, they're never coming back. They can't. So that's why they're getting out now. All right. Let's see. Miller makes Crenshaw, Simpson, Massey. But there was important primary targets. I would say Massey. The rest, I agree. Get rid of all of them. Ben's Phoenix for 5. Per Eric Daughtry, someone leaked the raid in Aurora before it happened. The game managed to get away. Yeah, I heard about that. Let me pull that up. Which, listen, we gotta talk about this. And this is a part of what's happening, I think. And why some of the deportation numbers have gone down. Let me pull it up. Was it Eric Daughtry that reported it? Yeah, it was Daughtry. Yeah. So let me pull this up. But this is also part of the reason I think numbers are going down a little bit. And it's ridiculous, but this is what Trump's got to deal with. This is what Tom Homan and Trump, they got to deal with this crap. So, for those that don't know, Aurora, Colorado, that was a city that had those gains that were really bad. And, well, someone leaked to the world that, oh yeah, by the way, we have an ICE raid about to go against these people in Aurora, Colorado. Right? That's real. They leaked it. Someone in the government, or probably in the Colorado state government, they leaked the information to these people. What? We're not talking about just some, oh, poor family. We're talking about these scum of the earth I'm talking about. These are really bad people, and someone leaked it to them. That, oh yeah, by the way, at 5 a.m. in the morning, you're gonna get raided, so get out of here. This gotta stop. And already, Attorney General Bondi, she's already saying that they're going to defund sanctuary cities, and they're going to start going after these people. The people that are, these people are purposely screwing us over with ICE. They are derailing the operation. They are interfering. Throw them in jail. This is ridiculous. And Pam Bondi is saying, we're going to go after these people. No more crap of, oh yeah, the city councilman of LA has leaked over information to the illegal migrants so they can get away. No, you're going to jail, buddy. You're getting the hell out of here. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, we shall see what happens. Start arresting members of government who are against the raids. Now, listen, this is where it gets a bit iffy, and I'm curious what Chad has to say about this, but do you start arresting these people, like, in government? Like politicians? If they are interfering in raids like this, and they're actually working with the illegal migrants, should we start going after them? I know the common answer would probably be yes, but it's like, you gotta be careful, but at the same time, it's like, this is treason. Well, what they're doing right now is basically treason. Or, I would say treason, but it might be the word, I don't know. But, it's one of those things where, I don't know how you deal with it. If you have people, the elected officials doing this crap, I don't know. Yeah, it's a tricky one. If they break the law by interfering in raids and harboring illegal aliens, then yes. Well, that's probably what they can do. And that's true. Someone in chat they opened the Pandora's box. That's the one thing about all of this. They opened the Pandora's box when they went after Trump and his family. Now you can say this is a legitimate cause. Not because, oh, they're a different party. Listen, it's one thing to say, oh, you know, I'm against how it's being conducted. That's one thing. But these people are just, they are interfering. They are leaking the information illegally to these people. So, yeah. Sedition, they went after Catholics at Roman Mass, so it's consistent. Well, yeah, that's true. So, I would love to arrest them, but it's going to be difficult. But if they're interfering, you know what? Trump should just threaten them and say, okay, listen up. You either help us deal with these people now, or you're going to jail. We need that now. No more crap of, oh yeah, you can just raid our information. No, you are going to go to jail if you pull this crap again. Alright, I'll do this while doing a media blitz for interfering with ICE operations. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do. Just go to the governor of New Jersey, arrest him live, and say this is what you get for harboring illegals. I mean, that's what we gotta do with these people. And say, he is breaking the law, not some bullshit, oh, he did something 50 years ago. No, he literally said he harbored illegals in his house. That's what he said. Hey Rap, did you hear about El Green filing articles of impeachment? Yeah, El Green does every 5 minutes. I'm not surprised. He does that shit every 5 minutes. Alright, I'd love to arrest them. It's gonna be difficult, but you gotta set an example. The Bozo in New Jersey, a couple other ones, get rid of them. Omar, another one, get rid of her. Which, yeah, anyways. Let's see. Helping illegals avoid deportation is a federal crime. It's called inducing. It has a 5-year prison sentence. I do not actually, yeah, because it's common sense, but really, actually, there's a law in the books. Okay. Just know if this was Democrat Republicans who were going against them, the Republicans would have been in jail already. Oh yeah, that's the thing. If this were Democrat operations for whatever, and Republicans interfered, oh my goodness, it would be treason. It would be we need to bring back the guillotine or some crap like that. Phil Murphy's about to join an exclusive club of New Jersey politicians be thrown in jail. Yeah, he will. Hopefully. I mean, you cannot have the governor of a state saying that. I mean, just what message does that send? That he says that to the world. Yeah, I have 3 illegals in my house. That's what he said, or whatever it was. Something lines of that. So, alright. So, candidate for 5, media should be sued to the ground and punished for provoking, radicalizing content. Political violence and gaslighting people violates right of press. I mean, yeah, I think you have to. You gotta go after CNN. NBC's the worst one. CBS. I mean, CBS is in trouble now. I mean, did you guys see that interview last night? They were forced to release the whole interview with Harris, and it was, listen, they clearly cut out a lot of crap to make her sound better. That's interference. That is the definition of election interference. Chance of Drazik for 5. Trump is doing in the Middle East what Reagan did in Russia. By the way, who's your favorite freshman GOP senator of the new Congress? Favorite freshman? Ooh, it's too early to tell. I'm gonna say Bernie Moreno because I can't really think. Well, you got McCormick, you got Shahi. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Congress needs to get a vote on defunding USAID can be used to campaign in 2026. Yeah, I agree. American Nerd for 5. If this actually happens and Dems complain about it, remember Lincoln had a state representative in Maryland arrested for wanting to join the Confederates. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't know. Just wait and see. Wait and see. The whole USAID subsidizing political subscriptions just proves that Dems own the media. Which, by the way, listen, I cannot believe that the Democrat Party, they are spending all of their political capital on USAID. They are right now, basically, they're protesting in D.C. over USAID? Of all things, you're going to focus on the one issue that exposes your corruption? The one issue that people are asking themselves, what the hell is going on here? Wait, we spent how much on Sesame Street in frickin' Iraq? Let me pull up the tweet. Yeah, let me pull this up. I think it was Rapid Response. Yeah, Rapid Response 47. Let's see. I think it was Iraq. Alright, million. Alright, I found it. This is real, by the way. Alright, I showed this on video yesterday. Look at this. 20 million for a new Sesame Street show in Iraq. $4.5 million to combat disinformation in Kazakhstan. $2 million for sex changes and LGBT activism in Guatemala. Look at this crap. What is this? $2 million to promote LGBT equality through entrepreneurship in Latin America. $17 million for inclusion in Vietnam. Oh my gosh. This is what they're defending. And people are seeing right through it. That's the best part about all of this. It's not like 10 years ago where people, they weren't paying attention to this. It's not like, oh, we didn't have XBAT. Well, we had Twitter, but, you know, Twitter was not as useful as it is now. Now everyone is on X, and they realize, oh, wait a minute. We're spending all this money on LGBT groups in Guatemala, $2 billion for BBC, LGBT activism, disinformation, diversity. Is this money going to kids that need it in Central Africa? Like the Democrats are making a big deal about, oh, the poor kids in Africa. Where's the money for these kids? I don't see it anywhere. You're giving money to green transportation. You're giving money to Egypt for tourism. Man, that sounds like you're helping the kids, all right. I mean, this is insane. I mean, this is just utter insanity. And the worst part is, it's getting even worse. Like, let me pull this up right here. Like WikiLeaks. Everybody remembers these guys? They found this. This is real. They found out that USAID was funding over 6,000 journalists across 700 media outlets and 279 media NGOs, including 9 out of 10 media outlets in Ukraine. You know what this means? USAID basically monopolized every media outlet in the world. Yeah, the USAID, they monopolized hundreds of outlets. They controlled Ukrainian media. They controlled the media in Ukraine. I mean, this is just... What? This has been happening for years, and no one knew about it. And I think, hold on, let me find this here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it was 9 out of 10 media outlets rely on USAID funding. Let's see. USAID fact sheet, which has since been taken offline in 2023. Blah blah blah. It included $268 million. This is where money's going. Excuse me. And you wonder why we're $36 trillion in debt. I mean, this is insanity that this is real. I mean, what are we doing? We have given this much money. And the thing is, Democrats, they know they can't. They cannot lose this. This is their entire party. In fact, there was a tweet from Just the News. I think, yeah, Just the News, I think, posted this. And I looked more into it also. So they found out that George Soros affiliated groups received $260 million from USAID. Just for context to how much money this is, since 2020, George Soros have given Democrats $310 million. Now does it begin to make sense why Democrats are so worth? They don't give a Frenchman's fuck about the poor kids in Africa. They don't care. They're so worried about it because of this. Because their slush fund is gone. This is where their money is. All their money is in USAID. They use your tax dollars to fund George Soros, who then turn around, use that money to spend on Democrats. Guys, look how much money he spent in 22. $178 million in Dems. I mean, you get rid of that money. Republicans, they have the Senate in 22. They have a much bigger majority. This actually messed with our elections. This is interference. This influenced our elections. If I guarantee you, it flipped a couple Senate seats, a couple House seats, a couple governorships, a couple state legislative seats. Candidate for 2. Watch blue states flip at a faster rate now. Yeah, watch. Watch when all this money disappears. Suddenly, states that are fairly Democrat, they go 50-50. Watch. Let's see. Is a Democrat Party in debt right now? Their main source of money being gone means they're screwed. That's the point. Yeah, Daniel, thank you so much for that. They're in so much debt right now. And now, their main source of money's gone. I mean, they're in trouble. They needed this money to survive. And now, their entire infrastructure, which is banking on this, it's gone. All their money is gone forever. I mean, if you're the Democrat Party, that's why they're so worried about this. They don't care about, they're making this about the kids in Africa. They don't care about them. They only care about themselves. Their grift is over. Thank you, Colton Lange, for that. Their grift is over. And they're not learning a damn thing. I mean, I really thought they would have learned their lessons after 24, but they have somehow taken every wrong lesson. In fact, they have tripled down on their crap. SOVN for 27, Dem ground game, literally funded by corruption. Yeah. Their entire apparatus was funded by USAID. Imagine saying that. Their entire operation, the reason they probably won in 2020, a big chunk of it, was because big money that actually turns out came from USAID. This is crazy. Let's see. The Dems need to create their own lab out of Treasury note to stop the debt. Oh, gosh. How much are the odds of Democrats having a blue wave of 2026 decrease because of this? I'm going to say the House is 50-50 right now. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Right now it's 50-50. Only reason I say it's not Republican yet is because it is a midterm. It's a little bit different. But right now, how can you look at this and say this is good for Dems? How much money they get from this? Like, if they spent a couple billion, what percent of it came from USAID indirectly? How much? Chat, I'm curious. What do you guys think? What percent came from USAID? If we see they spent, like, let's just say they spent a couple billion each year. How much came from this, I should say? Because, again, I'm not saying USAID directly did it. They did it through indirect bullshit. That's how it works. K-Cup for 5. Funny enough, Trump wins 2020. None of this comes to light. Dems screwed over Americans from 2020 to 2024. Literally vindicates Trump every day. Yeah. That's the funniest part about all of this. Or actually, not funny, but kind of... The ironic part is... Democrats, they screw themselves over in the long term. They screw themselves over, and now their gravy train's over. Chances raising for 2. New Jersey flips easier now. By the way, screw Bill Kristol. Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Should Trump use the IRS to audit the DNC? Yes. Audit all of it. Go after the organizations. Listen, you got 4 years. It's time to blow it up. Blow up the system. Alright, let's see. 2% of money for Haiti actually went to the Haiti. Hold on. 2% of money for Haiti actually went to Haiti. Yeah, exactly. I saw that too. And I gotta pull this up because this is a good point. I gotta pull up the graph. Thanks for bringing that up. Where's it at? Yeah, right here. Someone, they did a little bit of digging. And look at this. This is money they sent to Haiti. All right, it was I forgot how much it was actually. $2 billion. Okay, $2 billion, and only 2% went to Haiti. Oh my gosh! And look at this. 56% went to organizations in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. But the funniest part about this graph is look at other. Every time you see other or miscellaneous, you know what that usually means? Some asshole pocketing that money. So $1 billion, some bozo pocketed it, and just say other. All other. Yeah. Little Haiti. Yeah, of course it was Haiti. Of course it was Haiti that had this. Oh my gosh. Patrick, a K-Cup for 2. Patrick, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Alex Jones exposed it a decade ago, but this is finally coming to light. It's finally out in public where people can realize, oh wait, this is real. It's not just bullshit, it's actually a real thing. Isn't it just beautiful, or is it just kind of sickening, though, that this money was meant for people? That's the worst part of all of this. This should infuriate everybody. Say what you will about foreign aid, the whole argument was this was for people that needed it. People that, they need this money to survive. The resources, whatever. And these lunatics stole all of it. They stole all this money that was meant for kids, meant for poor people, meant for these countries that are underdeveloped. They stole all of it. And then they lectured you about being against foreign aid. These people have no shame. It should be sickening to everybody that this money was meant for people that needed it, supposedly. But it went to their back pockets. I mean, just unfucking believable. I mean, it's just way worse than even I thought. I knew it was bad, but good lord. This is worse than even I thought. I mean, just, this is beyond awful. This is like this, what's the word for this? I mean, we have always had corruption, but this is just, this is beyond corruption. American Nerd for 3, we should demand our tax money back. Yeah. Demand the money back from these organizations, saying, we never agreed to this, give us your money. It's crazy because tonight we'll be giving our friend at church a check for $7,000 for his mission in Haiti. He goes there willingly, bless him. And $7,000 is probably more than what USAID gave. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's like stealing all the good gifts from a toy drive for orphans. Yeah, that's good. That's actually a good comparison. It's these rich people that they don't need it, but they just suck up all the toys for their kids because they're so cheap and they're greedy. So they leave the kids with crap that no one wants. And Sophia for 27. Imagine being dirt poor and them stole 98% of it. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine being told that the greatest country on earth is going to give you $2 billion. All right? And you're excited like, oh my gosh, we're going to finally get out of poverty. And the money comes, it's only 40 million. 40 million for a bunch of people. That like, it was meant to be 2 billion, but you only got 40 million. And you wonder why why people don't respect America anymore. That's a real reason. Because we pulled crap like this for years. We stole their money that was meant for them. We promised them it. And, well, they got screwed. Let's see. Here, App, do you think this will permanently kill the Democrat Party? John brought up a good point yesterday. I think it's gonna make them more of a... If this gets as bad as I think it's gonna get, it's gonna make them a regional party. So... biggest scandal in American history is unfolding before our very eyes. It's very disturbing and sickening. Yeah. Yeah, this is sickening. I mean, this is the biggest scandal in American history. This makes... Which Watergate, again, everyone with a brain knows Watergate was bullshit. This is a real scandal. This is a real scandal because you're not fucking just with poor people in Central Africa or whatever. This is the money you promised the American people to help these people with. That's why Americans were fine with foreign aid for years, because they thought it was going to people that actually needed it. Because these assholes lied. Imagine going up on national TV and saying, yeah, this money's going to the poor kids, right? But they actually pocketed all of it. Richard Head for 2, USAID scandal turns the Rust Belt red for years. Yeah. Mike for 2, Republicans in a campaign of anti-corruption in 26. I agree. Democrat policy. Oh, John actually posted this. Hold on, this is good. Democrat policy isn't actually popular enough to play on the federal level without billions of dollars of taxpayer-funded propaganda. Exactly. That's why they're panicking. They've needed this money for the propaganda. Now, not just the money itself, but to basically control the media. If it wasn't for that, their policies are unpopular. Let me just... Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, by the way, John. There is a poll from Ipsos, okay? Not a super conservative thing, all right? Let me pull this up. Let me find it. Jet Politics for 2. Imagine being the party that defends charity fraud. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. American Nerd for 2. The Teapot Dome is more of a legit scandal to compare. Yeah, but this is even worse. This is way worse than that. Shades of Drasic for 2. Who's the worst resist lib / never Trump Republican? Bill Kristol. Bill Kristol, Liz Cheney. Yeah, so there is a new poll that came out from the New York Times and Ipsos. And they found out that 79% of Americans in 2025 are against transgender female athletes in women's sports. 79%. And take a guess what Democrats are doing right now. They are making a huge issue of this. We are against what Trump did here when he signed that executive order. We want men in women's sports. Listen, you don't get, like the guy on CNN said, I can't remember his name. Like he said, 80% of Americans agree on nothing. It's rare. But 80% of Americans agree that, hey, men should not be in women's sports. That's just common sense, and what Trump is doing is genius. He is picking an issue that basically every American agrees with and make Democrats oppose it. Do the opposite. I mean, unbelievable that this is 80%. All right. Republicans will win moderates by going anti-USAID, reducing government debt, and lowering taxes. Yeah. And the funny part about all of this is, remember for years how Democrats kept claiming that there's no way to get rid of the deficit, or, oh, you're the cut, like, Social Security to get rid of the debt or whatever. Well, we may not even have to touch the budget. And by the time they agree on a new deal, they might already get rid of the deficit. Because there's so much money being wasted and it's fraud. I mean, would anyone be shocked if there's we're $2 trillion in the red, okay? We have a $2 trillion deficit. Would anyone really be shocked if they actually found out that, oh yeah, by the way, we have $2 trillion worth of fraud and waste that we could just get rid of in 5 minutes? We could just get rid of it without doing anything else. And right there, gonna balance budget. I mean, I'm not saying it's for sure gonna happen, but the way Elon Musk is talking and what they're finding now, they haven't even touched the Secretary or Department, the Department of Defense. They haven't touched Social Security, Medicare. It's like, if they're finding USAID and it's this bad, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen when they look at the FBI? Good Lord. All right. Let's see. 75% spending is mandatory spending. I know, but a lot of this money's just fraud. It's just viable fraud and waste that you could just get rid of without much questions asked. American Art for 5 reminds me of an episode of The Office when Michael Scott promised kids in the inner city free tuition, but couldn't provide it when they're older. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Candidate for 5. I'd argue that the amount of people still defending their own party, ripping them off, is 10 times more disturbing. How do these people function? Because they're brainwashed. And again, it's the 20% Americans. This poll's perfect. It's 20% Americans are so delusional, they're schizophrenics. They have no clue what reality is anymore. They think the orange man is really Hitler, and he's gonna knock down your door at 3 a.m., and I don't know, it's a scam. It's ridiculous. These people are mentally unwell. And the Democrat Party, they're adding fuel to the fire. They don't care anymore. K-Count for 5. The girls were smiling yesterday because they knew Trump right there was protecting them. Harris would have been laughing with men in dresses as we failed. Yeah. I mean, it's clear from this picture, they're happy. They are clearly happy with what Trump is doing here. Because, can you imagine being told your entire life that, oh yeah, if you work hard and then you eventually, you can eventually be the top person in your sport or whatever. But then some mentally unwell person or whatever, you know, he pretends he's a woman, and he used to be one of the worst people in swimming, but then he's the top person in swimming because of, in women's swimming. Can you imagine that? That's what happened. That's what's happening now. They've been working their entire lives for whatever, like swimming, basketball, whatever, and then some lunatic that knows he's not good in men's basketball or whatever decides to say he's a woman now, and he's a top person in the league. All right, Mike for 5. I think the scandal will cause I think the scandal will cause elect results to be less polarized, more lopsided, since the gravy train is gone and the reps can campaign on USAID. Yeah. That's another thing. It's just gonna expose who's actually, like, against this crap and who's actually for it. I mean, if you're against the ending USAID, you're a part of the problem. American Nerd for 3. Rap, how do you look our chances in 26 to 28 look now? How do our chances look? I think, we're winning. I think we got 2028. We're going to win that. I think right now. A lot could change, but 2026, I think the House is 50-50 right now. Could it change? Of course. But we got to see. Richard Head for 5. USAID scandal is going to turn states like Wisconsin, Michigan into lean Republican, while New Jersey and Minnesota will be tilt R, while New York could be a toss-up state. Basically. SOVN for 27. If Trump could follow this with income tax, by Dems. Yeah. I mean, if Trump is... Listen, I don't care who you are. If Trump actually gets rid of the income tax, I don't care anymore. Give him another term. Give him another term if he can, at the bare minimum, like, get rid of 95% of the income tax. Make it where it's, like, one rate at, like, 20% or whatever, and the top 1% pays for it, which he basically already do anyways. So, if you do that, hey, I'll be fine with it. 4 more years of Trump. You ever notice how it's always men pretending to be women and wrecking their sports careers? It was never the other way around. Well, because that's biology. I mean, it's a sad reality, but it's true. You're never gonna see the opposite way, because again, men biologically, when it comes to strength, speed, all that stuff, they tend to do better. Not sexist, is the fact. I mean, you look at the world records for women versus men, there's a clear gap. Again, I'm not saying that, oh, women are bad or whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's a fact that, yeah, men's world records usually are higher because biology. So, Jacob Hawley for 20. The USAID is nuts. I'm a Bernie MAGA and Elon is knocking out of the park. How could Dems establish a GOP be against this? This is what the left used to fight for just a couple years ago. Absolutely insane. Because this is not the same left as it was 10 years ago. Because a lot of those leftists, like you're a Bernie MAGA bro, you guys joined MAGA. You guys joined the Republican Party, or at least voted for Trump. That's why the Democrat Party, they're left with the schizophrenics. They're left with the establishment shills. So, yeah, the left sold out. Bernie Sanders bent over. In 2016, he bent over for Hillary Clinton. So, all right. If Trump gets rid of the income tax, put his ass on Mount Rushmore. Yeah, if he gets rid of the income tax, or at least get like 95% of it, yeah, get him on Mount Rushmore. I don't care. Get his face up there. All right. Affluent resist libs took over. Yeah, that's what happened. Affluent resist libs, they took over the party, and they're schizophrenics. And the Democrat Party, they don't know what they're doing. They have no clue what they're doing. All right. I would describe myself as Bernie MAGA on issues like certain economic issues. Well, yeah, Bernie 2016, people forget, and Democrats try to pretend this didn't happen, but Bernie Sanders, and actually Real Texan just joined. Hello, good sir. Welcome to the stream. Hold on, I gotta actually get my thing up. Try now.
Hello.
There we go. Welcome to the stream.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're just talking a little bit about the USAID stuff and how, Democrats look freaking nuts right now. I mean, I've never seen them this insane. Even this is worse than the abortion stuff. Somehow that happened.
All right. Did you bring up any of the tweets that I sent to you earlier?
I was about to a little bit. So, Mike Finn for 2. 26 will be the most depolarized midterm in a while. Maybe. But yeah, so let's segue real quickly because you're here.
Yeah, we had some election news. So Nebraska's 2nd district.
It looks like Dan Osborne's running.
Yeah. I think he would probably be favored, but I gotta go with toss up just to be careful because
Don Bacon. That's the problem. You are going against Don Bacon. For those that don't know, Don Osborne was the independent, not independent, who ran in 2024 and did very good against Fisher because she sucked.
Here's the thing: Osborne won the 2nd district by like 14 points.
Yeah. So,
but how is that going to translate over to a House race? And keep in mind, Osborne lives in Omaha, so he's not a carpetbagger.
Yeah. Pennsylvania for 5. We are owed a much bigger tax returns this year that we won't see. Unfortunately, this is taxation without representation. We didn't vote for any of this. Yeah, we didn't vote for anything. They just they pocketed the money, and yeah, that's what happened. Excuse me. All right.
Election news: John James is running for governor.
Oh, yep, he's running. I'll have a video up of Michigan tomorrow, later today again. So I think we're gonna win this race. I think he's gonna win. Just for the simple fact that they have the Democrat running as independent. The Democrat primary looks like a mess right now. So.
And then Senate race probably as well because you got Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, so we're looking good in Michigan.
And like I said, I think a couple of days ago, Buttigieg is the front runner.
I cannot believe they're gonna run Buttigieg
for the primary.
Pretty dumbasses. All right, but yeah, so John James is gonna win. I think right now could it change? Yeah, but you know what? Let's try him.
Yeah,
let's try him. He ran for Senate twice, so.
And I mean that House seats. I mean I know it's competitive, but it is still a lean Republican district, and
Yeah. All right. Bacon and Garcia, 1 consecutive term to lose when they receive a different challenger. Well, the thing with Bacon is this is a unique circumstance where it's independent. So That's where it gets
Osborne would probably have that seat for probably life,
oh
honestly,
yeah.
unless they gerrymander the map, which they won't because the legislature is full of rhinos. So
Yeah, they're full of cowards. All right. Let's see here. I think I missed something. Oh yeah, so we gotta talk about what Trump. There's an executive order that Trump signed today. That actually two of them. Two
yeah,
of
there's
them.
two of them. Yeah, so one is basically just to protect Christians
Yep,
in the
that's.
country,
I was gonna bring that up first, but yes,
and the other one, and then the other one, this is the big one, sanctioning the ICC.
yeah. I did not expect them to do that. For those that don't know, the ICC is one of the biggest scams known to man. It is an absolute scam of an organization. Let me pull up the
Well, remember
tweets.
they have arrest warrants for Netanyahu.
Yeah. Again, this organization, these people gotta go, and Trump's basically saying, "Get the hell out of here. You're not going to investigate Americans." And he declared that ICC is a threat to U.S. sovereignty, which it is. It's criminal court. I mean, this is illegal. But yeah, so Trump is not pissing around with ICC. Thank God. I'm surprised he actually did it though. But I guess it shouldn't be because he did withdraw from WHO, the Paris Accords. So, Jacob Hawley for 10. I was so angry Bernie bent, man. I had never been so devastated in my life. I saw a change for Dems. I became independent in 2016. Helped work for Bernie in 2020, and finally voted for Trump in despair. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of Bernie bros. They got screwed by Sanders. I'm sorry, he screwed you guys over. He bent the knee, and you notice his best performance was 2016, when he ran as the clear outsider, not as the Democrat shill. He ran as the independent, you know, again, was he progressive in issues? Yeah. But issues like immigration, trade, he was like the more populist nationalist type. But he bent the knee and he abandoned that. I mean, Bernie Sanders is against tariffs now. So 10 years ago, he's against all free trade. Now he's for it. What does that tell you about the guy? It's not the same Bernie Sanders. He literally bent the knee to him, or to Hillary Clinton, and he's not the same person. It sucks, but that's the truth. All right. He's an established hack. Well, yeah, he's a hack now. That is not the same Bernie Sanders. All right. Modern Bernie is cringe. Yeah. If this was Bernie Sanders from 10 years ago, he would have voted for RFK. He would have voted for Tulsi. He would have voted for all of them. But all right, Lord Rhino for 5. Can you send Trump and Musk over here once you're done? We could use them to fix our country. Maybe Musk will. Maybe he just goes to each country and like fix their countries up. I don't know.
The ICC will probably be after him too.
Yeah, but they're the sanction. They get sanctioned right now, so I don't
Yeah.
see what they're gonna do to him.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what kind of crimes against humanity he's committed, but
because SpaceX is illegal or some crap like that.
well,
I mean,
probably something about him. Probably some employee stuff. I don't know.
Tony Mattil stand for 2. Was 2016 Bernie more populist than 2016 Trump? I wouldn't say that. It's not really, you can't really compare Trump to Bernie. I mean, you can a little bit, but Bernie's populism was more left wing, obviously, and Trump's more right wing. But you can't really compare. It's hard to compare the two. I don't know. Like, they agree on certain issues, but I don't know. Which, speaking of SpaceX, so Democrats, again, we talk about USAID a lot. You want to know what their counter argument to USAID is? What they're making a big deal about now?
They need the money.
No, they're saying that because, hold on, right here, Harry Sisson, of course, he said he's making a big deal about the fact that the government gave contracts to SpaceX like 10 years ago.
Wow.
He's comparing that to what's happening now.
Yeah, you can give money to Politico, but you can't give it to the Elon space company.
The person that single-handedly rebuilt the space program. I mean, it's not the exact same, obviously, but that's basically what it is. It's a space program.
Well, space isn't important anymore.
I mean, this guy's making a big deal because they have a contract with SpaceX. SpaceX is the only reason we're about to go out to Mars. We're about to have a moon mission again. He's the only reason, and these assholes are so incompetent, and they're so the biggest hacks out here that they can't accept that, oh yeah, a government contract with SpaceX is not the same as giving $20 million to Iraq for Sesame Street. which I can't get over that.
Oh yeah, did you hear about one last thing before I go? Did you hear about Nancy Mace yesterday?
I saw that.
Yeah, she said a certain T word
Yeah,
proudly.
Nancy Mace is
Yeah.
certainly interesting.
Yeah, apparently Mike Lawler basically said that she's off the rails, that she makes Marjorie Taylor Greene look like Susan Collins.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I gotta go.
All right,
See you.
Serial Texan. All right. But yeah, so Harry Sisson, he's making a big deal about the fact that they're giving money to a contract for SpaceX, which is not the same as giving money to Iraq for Sesame Street. The fact that we even have to make that distinction, by the way, is insane. Let's see. NASA's so useless that we have to get Elon to rescue our own astronauts. Yeah. So this asshole would rather have them die up there because Elon Musk. It's like, these people are nuts. What did May say? She said a certain word a bunch of times, and it pissed people off. So. American Nerd for 5. Breaking for the New York Post. Trump administration sues Chicago and the state of Illinois over sanctuary laws and vows more lawsuits are coming. Really? Chicago. Lawsuit. Let me find this. Trump. Yeah, so they're suing the city of Chicago. Yeah, Trump's DOJ has just sued the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago for interfering in ISIS deportation operations. Pam Boendy's laying down the law, and this is the first of many lawsuits to be filed. And this is what's happening, everyone. Again, this is why I'm not too worried about the numbers right now. Because you have cities like Chicago, they're interfering. They're interfering with ICE. They're working with illegal migrants, not the federal government. And so what's going to happen now is Pam Boendy's going to go after these people. Hopefully someone will be thrown in jail for breaking the law, but... Alright, let's see. Jacob Hawley for 10. You know why Bernie changed? The party got him. Maybe some, Maybe some give folks to him. Maybe some folks got to him. I remember Dem officials meeting with us in 2020. They were hostile. I was told to help act blue or hand in my resignation. Yeah, I mean, that's the left right there. I mean... You agree with them on basically everything, but then one issue they lose their minds over, and they're hostile. That's the Democrat Party right now. They're so deranged that if you don't bend the knee to them 100% of the time, not good. Not good. It's kind of wild how gangster-like the establishment is. Well, yeah, that's the Democrat Party. I got both parties, I guess, but, you know, it's usually the Democrats that have this crap. But yeah, so they're suing Chicago. They're gonna probably sue California, New York, couple other ones. I mean, this is just insane that these cities are not working with us. Who do you think will be the Republican nominee for governor of New Jersey? Hopefully it's Citarelli, but we shall see. We shall see. And John posted something in chat. Ooh, we got breaking news, everybody. We have breaking news from Insider Wire, next to Wall Street Journal. Let me pull this up. Yeah, breaking news from the Wall Street Journal. Hold on, where is it? There we go. Where is it? Shit. There we go. Found it, finally. BNO News. There we go. Okay, breaking. Trump administration preparing executive order to fire thousands of federal health workers, including at the FDA and the CDC. W's in chat, thank God. About freaking time you fire these people. I mean, guys, these people gotta go. These people are utterly worthless. They have just... Why are they here? Half of them are not even qualified. They should not have a job anywhere near the government, especially for health. And now... Trump is going after them. Thank God. American Nerd for 5. Pretty sure SpaceX isn't the only private company that has contracts. NASA's so useless that Trump had to appoint a private space pilot to run it. Yeah, there's other companies, but SpaceX is the big one, obviously. Polite rude guy for 2. We must confirm Kash Patel, Trump 2028. I mean, Patel's gonna get through. It's a matter of time now. But yeah, so he's firing thousands of workers. Good. We don't need them. We don't need these freaking people. Get rid of them now. How many wins have Trump gotten since inauguration? Oh, hundreds, thousands at this point. All right. Let's see. How many wins have Trump already read that? I'm not tired of winning. Yeah, no one is. I'm not tired of winning. Rap, what do you think about the Wisconsin Supreme Court race? Oh, we're gonna win it, I think. Schimmel's gonna win. You know, I don't usually just listen. I know TV ads aren't everything, but the TV ads for Crawford are bad. She's in trouble. I mean, her campaign is literally garbage. I don't know what they're doing. And now their gravy train is gone. Everything except the Gaza plan yesterday, which I still think's the best. That's the best case scenario, honestly. I mean, I can't think of anything else you can do. Like, I just don't know what else you can do to fix that. But I'm not tired of winning. Yeah, I don't think anyone is. How could anyone be tired yet of this? Do you think Tulsi could get through? Yes. I think she will. Same with RFK. Crawford never even said her name in any of the ads. Yeah, her ads are just weird. It's like she's running as a generic Democrat, and then freaking she's attacking Schimmel as being like literally January 6th. That's her focus. January 6th. Schimmel's running the fact that, oh yeah, Crawford, you did some real bad things with some bad people. Like, you let them off scot-free. What's that about? I wouldn't be surprised if Schimmel wins by over 10. I'm not saying that. No. Don't expect plus 10 for Schimmel. It would be funny. I hope it happens, but no, I don't think it will. I don't think it will, sadly. Alright, dude, the ads are for the ads for Crawford are awful. She has an ad saying that Schimmel wants to harm Wisconsin culture by deporting illegals. This is dumb. Yeah, I saw that. I remember seeing that. It's like, yeah, he wants to deport illegal migrants. They're running on this in 2025. They are running on being against deporting illegals when over 80% of Americans are for it. In fact, they want mass deportations. And they're running on that? That's why I think she's gonna lose. Candidate for 5. They're targeting their dark money sources, closing them off, weakening them, and making them panic, and now they're gonna sue them into oblivion. Yeah. Yeah. The gravy train is gone. It's gone for good. Let's see. Mass deportations are popular. But Crawford's running on democracy, being against deportations, and being a Madison liberal. Why you do that, I don't know. But let's see. Honestly, Rap, if you were in charge of government reform, how would you do it? How would you handle these institutions? Well, starting with you merge a bunch of them. You know, you merge like interior, energy, all that. You start with the basics. You just start merging agencies because there's just too many of them. Too many of them do the same job, and the only reason they're there is for corruption. So you start merging a bunch of them, and then you make, like, you gut education department. And in my opinion, then you reform it, then you rebuild it. But you completely gut it and start from the ground up. Because it's so corrupt, you gotta get rid of it. Alright. Let's see. I think Crawford will lose by round 3 to 6. We'll see. We shall see, but she's not looking good right now. I think she's in a lot of trouble. And Democrats, they're not accepting it. They're not accepting the fact they're in trouble. All right, if she'll lose, that's a bad sign. Yeah, if he loses, we're in deep trouble without Trump. We are in deep trouble. If he wins, though, good start. Good start. American Nerd for 5. Rap thoughts Trump having Reagan's portrait on the Oval Office. I still want to have put one at Grover Cleveland in the Oval Office. Yeah, I wish he would for Grover Cleveland, but, you know, Reagan, it's whatever. You know, it's not really much of a surprise. Did you guys hear about earlier today about CNN labeling the DNC/USAID expose as a right-wing conspiracy theory? Wait, what? Are you serious? CNN. There's no way. There is no way that they call it a conspiracy. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Are you serious? Hold up. What? Oh, sorry about that. I just muted myself, everybody. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is actually real. White House says it will cancel $8 million in political subscriptions after a false right-wing conspiracy theory spreads. Are you serious? No freaking way. Olivia Williams for 2. 2026, vote poo-poo PP. 2028, PP poo-poo. Oh, gosh. Holy crap. Wow. Chance is raising for 5. I hope the day comes when we have enough Senate seats where we don't need Collins anymore. Also, Mitch is the reason we don't have 56, 57. Yeah. They're the reason we don't got 56, 57. But yeah, I think we will. I think we will after 2024 or 2026. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right-wing conspiracy. What the hell are they talking about? I'm glancing through the article, but... Bruh. That's ridiculous. The fact that that's actually a real thing by CNN. I mean, just, they have no shame. Just admit that you were wrong. Well, they're a part of the operation too. So, I guess. What the Trump's tweets? Looks like billions of dollars have been stolen at USAID and other agencies. Much of it's going to the fake news media as a payoff for creating good stories about the Democrats. The left-wing rag, known as Politico, seems to have received $8 million. Did the New York Times receive money? Who else did? This could be the biggest scandal of all time, or perhaps the biggest in history. The Democrats can't hide for this one. Too big, too dirty. I mean, he's right. I mean, this is possibly the biggest scandal in American history. Because they basically bought the media. They bought the media. It's just unbelievable. K-Cup for 2. Room temperature is higher than Dem's IQ, it seems. Yeah. At this point, it is. At this point, room temperature has a higher IQ. Oh, gosh. All right. If we funded Laxalt, the GOP did scam his campaign by blowing his money in the casinos, and we nominated Doug Collins, we would have had +2. Yeah, we would. If we were one of them, we would have been fine. With Democrats, it's always someone else's fault. Yeah, it is. But it's like, does anyone actually buy their shit anymore? I'm just being honest, like, does anyone really believe their... outside the schizophrenics on Twitter, does anyone in the real world actually believe this? The crap they're claiming? I don't know a single person that believes it. Rap, I think Stephen A. Smith is actually serious about 2028. I saw that. He's gonna run. He's gonna run, isn't he? Oh, God. Politico's received $500,000 from HHS just for 37 subscriptions. Yeah, that's totally a conspiracy. When are RFK's Tulsi Cash's official confirmation dates? I don't know for sure. Don't know for sure. 75 million people do, unfortunately. Well, here's what I'll argue. And I think, I saw this, during Richard Barris's, show with, Robert Barnes a couple days ago. He brought up a good point that a bunch of Democrats, they still thought this was like, you know, the old party. This was the old Democrat Party, but people are realizing now that this really isn't. You gotta break away from this party for good. I mean, there it gets RFK and Tulsi Gabbard, and it's like, wait, what? They're former Democrats. They supported your policies. You're against them because they're on the wrong team? What? And then you look at the USAID stuff. The USAID stuff's such a joke, and Democrats, They are banking all their political capital. If this blows in their face, they're done. They can't recover from this. They can't. All right. Democrats lie like small children. They get caught and they blame you. Yeah, they do. What is Pam Bondi suing Illinois for its congressional districts? I don't know. Jacob Hawley for 5. How long has USAID been corrupt? What if it turns out it was used to bring down Nixon? Well, it started in like 1960, I think, 1961, and they spent $4 trillion. $4 trillion in this many years. But we now know, I forgot who actually posted it. I forgot who looked it up. Yeah, so Michael Schellenberger, who I think people should follow. Let me find this. Yeah, Michael Schellenberger, he did some digging into the USAID stuff, and he found something kind of horrifying. So he found out that the billions of dollars that they're getting, it's not just for corruption. And this is where it gets really scary. It's for regime change. And now he is saying the evidence suggests that the USAID and the CIA were behind the 2019 impeachment of Trump. So they've been doing regime changes across the world, and now it looks like the USAID helped fund the impeachment against Trump in 2019. This is bad. This is really bad that now it's coming out that, which it's not a surprise to anyone, but now it's USAID. We have proof that we're funding our own coup. Think about that. Our own taxpayer dollars went to the impeachment. American Nerd for 5. Wrap anything a Republican or conservative says is a right-wing conspiracy. According to these people, they'll never learn, thank God. Yeah, they're never going to learn. Never going to learn. All right. Let's see. Common CIAL. Yeah, it's with the CIA. Which, again, I cannot wait for when they declassify the JFK stuff. And I cannot wait for when they do audits of the CIA. What do you guys think they're going to find? How many billions, trillions have they spent? Like, honestly, how much money do you guys think they wasted, the CIA, the FBI, on cooing other regimes? I'm very curious, and how much they spent targeting American citizens. Casual CIA treason run. Yeah, it's always the CIA. Always the CIA or the FBI. It's always the intelligence agencies. All right. Professor needs to go to North Carolina. I agree. Go everywhere, actually. All right. I remember when the left was against the CIA and military-industrial complex. Yeah, they were, and they weren't. The scandal for a century. It is. This is the scandal of the century. And I'm gonna pull up the rest of the tweet. Because he did a lot of digging, and it's bad. Actually, no, that's a tweet right there. I'm dumb. Wait until they start looking at the FBI. Yeah, IRS, that's another one. Also, Social Security. Listen, this is what's going to piss a lot of people off, I think. That's what's going to really make people realize, oh, wait a minute, this is worse than we thought. How much money of Social Security and Medicare do they burn on, like, whatever? How many hundreds of billions of dollars that should have went to people, went to themselves? That one's going to cause a shitstorm. Social Security and Medicare. Watch out for those. Watch out for those, because that's going to be bad. Department of Defense, that's up there too. Education's gone. That's not even worth talking about. HHS be a mess too. A huge scandal that has just been now uncovered. Yeah, and this is the tip of the iceberg. This doesn't even scratch the surface with the more corrupt agencies. This is like this is like stage 1. This is tier 1 of corruption. Let's see. Wouldn't be surprised if it came out the USAID was funding regime change in Russia by funding Ukraine. Yeah. Which, that's gonna be another shitstorm if it comes out. Same thing with, Syria. I'm intrigued by that one, too. Syria, Iraq, Brazil. Let's see what happens in Brazil. If they get rid of Bolsonaro, that's gonna, eesh, not good. All right. After this, I think the Democrats will hold on to the West Coast and a few other states. Yeah. Trump breaking judge paused with Trump buyout. Wait, what? Let me guess. That's be fake, right? Surely. Trump buyout. All right. So, yeah. A judge has temporarily blocked the Trump-Elon Doge plan to buy out federal workers. Are you free? Of course. Listen, this is another thing we got to focus on. We need actual judicial reform. This is ridiculous that an activist judge could just actually say, oh, no, you can't fire federal employees. What? You're the president of the United States. You can fire whoever the hell you want. That's the executive branch. They're not above the president. They can be fired if they suck. But some activist judge always finds a way to say, no, we're gonna let these people stay. So it's paused until Monday to give more time. But just this is ridiculous that these judges are saying this. Was the Ninth Circuit? Probably. Let's see. Let's see. 50,000 people were opted out. It's just a federal judge. I don't know who this is. It just says, yeah, it just says federal judge. Thank you. Thank you. I want the name. What circuit court? Ignore the judges. They ain't making legit rulings. What? I know that's a scary part about this. It's like they're not actually doing their job. They don't care. That's what I'm actually more so worried about. How to deal with that? If these judges are just going to act like this, you can't do anything? American Arrow for 5. In regards to what the Dems are responding to the USAID stuff, remember what Napoleon once said. Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. Yeah. Chance raising for 2. Even Andrew Yang praised the buyout plan. Even Bill Clinton did this. He did this in the 90s. But now you can't do it? It's like, this is why we have such a big problem in this country. There's a fourth branch of government developing, or it was, the administrative state. And now they're defending themselves. They're saying, no, you can't fire us because we said so. We're above you. There's no checks on us. All right. Hey, Rob, did you hear that Mike Rogers has publicly expressed interest in running for the Michigan Senate seat? He's running. He's running for Michigan Senate seat. He's going to. Let's see. Tyrus and Gutfield said it best. Activists don't know how to fix things. They know how to give you a list of complaints. Yeah. Listen to Robert Barnes. We need actual judicial reform in this country. Corrupt judges are acting like gods. Yeah, that's a big problem. These judges, they're not doing their job. They're not being impartial. They're just being activists. That's not the point. The judge is Massachusetts. Of course it is. Of course. You know what we should do? You know how we have a new attorney general? You know how they targeted Catholics like myself? Hey, would it be very ironic if we flipped the script on them and we started going after judges and we started going after them after they targeted us? They targeted the American people. They targeted Catholics. They targeted anyone conservative. What if we flipped the script and said, okay, the people that harass the average American, we're going after you now. You effed with the American people, you're done. You're done. We're going to throw you in jail for a crime you committed. So, let's do, I mean, they did it to us. Why can't we do it back to them? And if they would have won, if Harris won, they would have went after everybody. So, active judges can be removed by Congress. Yeah, but what's the vote needed to remove a judge? All right, I'm mentally not ready for what they're going to find other departments. USAID is such a small fry that it's been a bombshell after bombshell. That's the thing. It's like, USAID no one knew about until a week ago. Now, you're talking about Department of Defense. You're talking about, oh gosh, that's get bad. 2/3, I believe. Yeah, that's a problem. You can't get rid of them then, because Democrats will never vote for that. Just ignore the judge. What best can they do? I don't know. I mean, because, again, like, I don't know. Water gaming for 5. If Pete Buttigieg actually does secure the candidacy spot now, Rogers would have to actively throw the election to lose. I agree. If he runs, he's going to win. Oh god, if Harris won, we wouldn't have a country anymore. We'd just be an economic zone. Yeah. We would just be an economic zone. Just ignore the judge. I don't know. Should we just tell the judge to go F himself? It's like, what are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna play seriously? Fine. We're just gonna ignore you. What are you gonna do about it? That might be the play. You still planning on doing the Halo stream? Yeah, I want to. I just keep getting busy with crap. I don't know. President's complete control over the executive branch and judges no authority. Well, here's what they're trying to do. They've been trying to develop a fourth branch of government since like the 90s. Really with Obama, but it started in the 90s. What they're trying to do is the administrative state, the bureaucracy. They're trying to make it where you can't get rid of these people. They're a fourth branch of government, and they control everything. You can't get rid of them. That's a key part. There will be no checks and balances outside the three branches of government, so no one can do anything about them. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they were trying to do. Now they can't. If Kamala would have won, she would have forced churches to have gay weddings for illegals. Yeah. Do you think when the OMB director gets confirmed tonight, a lot more Doge activity will start happening soon? Yes. When he gets in there, there'll be a lot more done. Wilson marked the rise of the administrative state. Yeah, but it started really in the 90s. That's when it started to pick up steam. Why did Trump do this in his first term? Because he trusts the wrong people. He learned his lesson. He really learned his lesson. That's a big difference. He realized he couldn't trust these people. He needed loyalists only. Not people that, like Pompeo. You can't trust them. Alright. 2024 is truly the most consequential election in American history. It was. It was the election that saved this country. So, ignore the judge. You can't rehire all these people once it's done. Schedule F gives Trump the authority to downsize the government. It's a lot harder to expand it. That's the point. That's what they're worried about. Because people are panicking saying, oh, well, the next Democrat president can do this. No. The next president cannot just bring back all these people. It's not that simple. It takes decades to build it. Democrats, they took many, many, many years to build this up. It's not just a one-day thing. It's much easier to blow it up and get rid of these people. So, Jacob Hawley for 5. As I'm a progressive leftist, don't ignore the judge. Sets a bad precedent and looks horribly to moderate populist left voters. Fight it to the Supreme Court. I know, it's kind of funny they'll just say, oh yeah, ignore it. But yeah, just go to the Supreme Court with it and they'll strike it down and just say, you can fire these people. Alright, why are we focusing on trying to get rid of a Democrat in the South? We have problems with our own party. What? Yeah, I would joke about ignoring the judge, but it's one of those things that you gotta do some of these judges, though. They're activist hacks that need to go. That's true. I don't care if people say you gotta get rid of them somehow. I don't know how, but Dems pretty much have had since the turn of the century to build up things. Yeah. And Trump could blow it up in a year if he wants to. Alright. I think we're gonna have last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. Send them now. So, yeah, it was actually kind of fun having a solo stream today. I guess Real Texan was here for 5 minutes, but yeah, it was just nice being here alone, I guess, talking to you guys. We might stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. We shall see. Let's see. Trump body need to act on these people. Yeah, I agree. And, ooh, actually, hold up. Trump actually just announced his new tax plan. Hold up. Trump actually did it. Open. Oops, wrong one. Wrong button. Open source. So Trump just announced his new tax plan. His tax priorities. No tax on tips, Social Security, overtime pay. Yes! Make that for this year, too. Come on. Because I believe no tax on tips. I think that includes YouTube stuff. So I might benefit from this. Renew 2017 tax cuts. Yes. Adjust SALT cap. Yep, do that. Eliminate tax breaks for billionaire sports team owners. That sounds like an FU to Mark Cuban. Close carried interest tax deduction loophole. Yeah. So I hope Trump actually just no tax and tips and make it for this year, please. I don't want to pay taxes. Yeah, W's in chat. All right, Jacob Hawley for 2. JD Vance, Andrew Yang, 2028. Boom. Yang's lost it. He's lost his touch. What's the deal with Gaza? I'm really confused. Basically, we're gonna make sure it doesn't blow up again. So, Pennsylvania for 5. Trump should ignore the judge. They made their ruling now. I'd like to see them enforce it. Andrew Jackson. Yeah, you could, but just take it to the Supreme Court and then win and be done with it. Make Dems pay for salt and blue states. Yeah, they should. I don't know. Don't know. All right. If no tax tips happen, Nevada will be likely Republican. I agree. But yeah, make this all one bill. Make Democrats vote against it. Make Democrats vote against no tax and tips. Do it. Hold up. What does Scott Bessent just say? What does Treasury Secretary say? Scott Bessent. Okay, he's focused on, what does it say? Focus on 10-year Treasury yield. Okay, that's good. Michigan lawmaker, has sterilized herself to avoid being pregnant. Wait, what? Is that real? Tell me that's fake. What? A Michigan State representative voluntarily sterilized herself because she believes she might not be able to murder her unborn child under Trump's presidency. Oh my gosh, they're literally gonna breathe themselves out of existence. Oh my gosh. None of these people have kids. So what's their plan? Chance raising for 5. People on Twitter like Reaganite and Country Club conservatives are so cringe. They're why no one likes the GOP. Some of them are fine, but yeah, some are pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, trash taking itself out. So they're just not gonna have kids then. Is that their long-term plan? Just like all die out? Out of the gene pool. Yeah, it's like out of the gene pool. What do they got? What do they got? Them women are insane. Let them be. Yeah, they're definitely nuts. Mike for 2. The future's bright because of this. I think we're already seeing that. I think that explains why we're seeing Gen Z swing to the right. It's part of it because people are sick of the Dems, but I think a chunk of it is because just the younger people, their parents were conservative. Jacob Hawley for 10. I know many working class voters who are progressive left who hate taxes on working class folks. If Trump gets a tax plan done, the coalition will be unbeatable. Yeah, just like, and Democrats gonna run against it, like, oh, Trump cut taxes. Trump cut taxes. You gonna run against that? That's not too smart. Not too smart. Hey, what? Hey, Rap, was Trump just exaggerating when he said he could solve the Ukraine war in less than 24 hours? Well, yeah, it's Trump. The war is more complicated than that, but anyways, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for Republican children. Well, that's what's happening. Liberal women are not having kids. And their strategy was indoctrinate your kids. Make clones themselves. And it blew up in their face. So, Eggman and Fireman for 5. It's always easier to deconstruct than it is a build. And this is a century of bureaucracy, BS stretching back to Wilson, FDR, and LBJ. Get rid of all of it. Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly, Thune is against closing the carried interest loophole. Oh, gosh. They'll work out a deal. They'll work out a deal. All right. He increased Social Security tax cap appeal, make 180,000, keep it more solvent. Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious though, like, if he can actually get rid of the taxes on tips, that'll be freaking a W. I wonder when would that, I'm assuming this stuff will apply next year, which would suck, but taxability of sports owners is just him going after Mark Cuban. Yeah, that's F you to Mark Cuban. That's what it comes down to. It's like, oh, you want to play games? Okay. Your tax breaks are gone. Hooray! What do you do about it? All right. How to compare the GOP for falling for the neo-Reaganism? Just don't vote for these people. That's the way you prevent it. Don't support them. Don't vote for it. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. So I think that's it, everybody. We might stream tomorrow. I don't know. I just feel like streaming today because why not? Thanks for the support, everybody. We should have a video out later today, probably about Michigan. I know, it's like, I look at my prior videos past, like, 2 weeks. Like, I think 2 of them are from Michigan. So, but, yeah, we shall see. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next stream. Actually, a quick super chat. Richard had it for 2. Hopefully Trump can get the REINS Act passed. Oh, what's the REINS Act again? I forgot what that was again. REINS Act. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like the federal overreach thing. That's right. Alright, we shall see you guys next stream, video, or wherever you see me at. We might be back tomorrow. I don't know yet. We shall see. Alright, Godspeed to all. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me about that.